What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Did I just save that cute girl? Holy god, I just saved that cute girl.
And I love
It's
how
like
he
every guy when they say like
calls
okay, this girl, they're like
I love how he just calls her. Oh, it's the nice girl. It's the nice person.
The girl that was nice to me because that's the only person who was nice to him on his first day.
And his reaction to when she talks to him, she's like, "Oh my god, I actually talked to a girl," and he just stared at her.
Well, it's because like we said before, in his middle school, no one would really befriend him or be nice to him because he didn't have a quirk. It's kind of like a society of discrimination. It's like almost if you how do I describe it? It's like being a non-bender in a bender-filled society.
oh
Like people start saying like, oh, look at you. Where's your earth bending or your fire bending? And like you
oh
know,
my god, I would hate that.
it's exactly like it's like being the Sokka of the group, but not being cool.
Yeah, because
It's
we
like
all knew
another way
Sokka
of
was kind
looking
of a
at
badass,
it.
and he didn't have bending.
Exactly. Like it's like if you're in an army of benders and you're the only nigga that's in the tank. Like that type
It's
of
like
shit going on.
it's like being that Naruto type outcast, like they only push you away and everything.
Like
Calling
Lee,
you, like,
honestly.
No, better. It's like
Lee was
being
like
Rock
that.
Lee and the only nigga that can't use ninjutsu.
In Genjutsu.
Or Genjutsu,
But Lee is so
like
badass on
actually
his own
needing
terms.
it. Yeah, but like you know that's only because he has taijutsu. It's like not having a jutsu at all. You're the farmer, like out of all the ninjas. That is like,
It's just like-
I guess the.
Hold up. Do you guys remember when he was fighting Gara in the exam and like those weights that he had on his legs, you thought they were just like 5 pounds or something? No, those things were like 50 tons just dropping.
Exactly. But you know, not being cool about it type of shit. That's you would have to be like you'd be the lamest nigga in the room. Like it's like being in a room full of Sasuke's and being the only Naruto.
Yeah. That's like
Or
That's
for
bad.
females, being in a room full of Hinatas and being the Sakura.
oh
See, now that's a better
One's
explanation.
useful. One's useful. And no, I'm not saying that because they're women. I'm saying that because in the context of the anime, Hinata was way more useful as a character than Sakura.
Yep, and that was in
be
the
honestly,
first
yeah.
series. The first series, Sakura just stood there and fucking cried. And it's like, oh, I can't do
A
anything,
literal
I can't
majority
do
of the
anything."
series.
And that's
And then,
why I
like,
didn't like her as a
when the
character.
guy had
in
her
the
by her
first
hair, she was
series.
just like, okay, time to cut it.
And then Lee came and saved her. Like, she's the damsel in distress character, and there's nothing inherently wrong with not being as talented as your peers. We're not saying that. What we're saying is, if you are the only person who is holding back your entire squad, that's the comparison we want to make.
But in all honesty,
And there are more examples. Like you could say that for Ino and like Inoshika Cho.
Yeah.
She was holding them back up until Shippuden, where she became a lot more useful. Or even when they all went to go save Sasuke, Ino was there, Sakura was not.
Yeah, that is true.
But in the second series, we can all agree that Sakura was a lot more useful. She got a lot more powerful in the second series.
All right, I will agree
that
she
is-
was a lot more useful, but if we're going to compare, I keep saying the word compare here, and I feel bad for it. I don't like comparing usually, but comparing her to the rest of the cast of people in the Naruto series, she was still the least useful. The literal
No.
best shining moment Sakura had in the entirety of the series was when spoiler for the ending of the anime, spoiler for the ending of the manga if you haven't read or seen it. I'm getting good about this. When
I see
she knocked out Kagura.
Kaguya, and
That is
And that
there
true. And
was, but there
and
was another fight though. Honestly, I hate to disagree with you on that, but there was another fight when she fought the
are you gonna tell
puppet
me
master.
but it wasn't her really. If you want to be honest about who was doing the fighting, it was fuck, why can't I remember her
It
name?
was the grandma that was with her.
Yeah, but at the same time, I will give you her strength played a major role, but we also have to take into account her strength is what took it was what took priority, not her herself, not her skill, not her
there
talents.
is another part. I don't know if you guys like really watched the movies. Like,
I don't
But I
count them as
mean,
canon really, but go ahead.
yeah,
You can
they.
mention it.
but in Blood Prison, she actually kind of helped when if you've seen Blood Prison, if you know like the ending fight when they were fighting whoever the hell came out of that thing, because it's been so long since I watched it, but everyone was there, like all the major teams, and
I
yeah,
actually did not watch Blood Person, I will be honest.
yeah, but yeah, the the thing that they're fighting there, like he could read whatever you're gonna do right before you did the move, and it was actually kind of cool because like when everyone went to go attack, he already knew what to do, like the dodge it and everything. But I gotta say, Sakura was useful in that one scene.
Yeah, see,
As a distraction?
to be
No,
honest,
I'm asking,
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Well,
Well, I
just,
mean,
just to try to lure it out, like because like he was dodging everyone, and then it actually kind of helped because then like the fodder
sets
of
up
the kid-
Naruto,
Yeah, because
essentially.
but in all honesty, Sakura is not the most useless character in Naruto. I know somebody that's more useless than her, and she's another female
It cannot
character.
be a guinea.
It's not
it
a
cannot
Gin.
be a
It's
Guinea.
actually Tenten.
Oh, who? Tenten? I
Yeah.
can't completely agree with you there.
Why?
Now, not saying Tenten's not useless.
I can.
I'm not saying Tenten's not useless. I am not saying that by any means. But I want to go back to the fact that although Tenten may be useless, Tenten is actually a master in skill, word hark, and dedication with almost every weapon. And that is hard to find in many female characters in anime and as a whole, and in the Naruto universe. She's not just like a master with a ball and chain or a kunai like most ninjas in actuality are. She's a master with a sword, bow and arrow, scrolls, all different forms of ninjutsu, summoning jutsu. She's a master
it's
in
just the
multiple
way how
arts.
they use her. It's just the way
They
how
present her, yes. The way they present her as being one of the only female characters that don't really get any shine. Which, in my opinion, is not that bad of a thing because, if we're going to be honest about it, she really was one of the least favored female characters in the entirety of the series by the fans themselves. Sakura was on the chopping block just because she was an asshole to Naruto, but you know, Tenten was
and
just
then,
like not
well,
liked.
And then like when they went to go when Sasuke was gonna be executed because of the five Kage because of all the crap that he's been doing, Sakura was like, "Oh, you don't have to go after him. I love you, Naruto." It's like Naruto was like,
Playing with that
yeah,
nigga's
okay.
emotions.
You get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Like he literally said that shit. He was like, "Man, why you lying to yourself? I hate people that do that."
You've never seemed so
Exactly.
ugly to me before this.
And honestly,
That just,
that's
like-
why I feel like I'm glad that he got with
I was
Hinata
glad
even
when
more.
he said. I was glad when he said. I was just glad that he rejected her. I was like, because if he really said yes to her, I would be like, I'm done with Naruto. I'll be done.
Because he knew that wasn't her true feelings. She just wanted to fucking save him from all that stress that that he was dealing with Sasuke.
I like how it says
And-
Archangel found truth.
Nice.
I was just like looking at the side of the screen and said, Archangel's found truth.
But anyway,
Like,
enough of
You know what I
Naruto.
love that
Back
we've
to
officially like yeah, I was about to say like we went straight to Naruto with this conversation.
we didn't mean to do that. I'm
uh
yeah,
sorry,
we
people.
actually did.
wow, what were we even saying about Midoriya?
I have no
Well,
idea. I think we left
I
off at the
remember
part
now.
where okay.
Well, that is the example that turned into a complete discussion about how Midoriya was seen by his peers in high school and why it's very shocking for him personally, to himself, to be talking to a girl.
Mm,
Jesus Christ, man, that went on a tangent.
I know. This didn't even mean to
um,
go into like a 20-minute discussion about Naruto.
well, it's another shonen, so it's a good what's the word
Comparison, I guess.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, comparison. Yeah, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, yes, back to the show.
um, I'm loving everything that's going on in the series, and Midoriya having issues talking to girls is just like one particular thing that shows not that he's a loser per se, but like how low on the totem pole he is in the grand scheme of what people think about him.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that he is the only one willing to risk life and limb for another human being shows how much of a true hero he is. And this is actually a place where we meet a good amount of our main cast that will be watching grow and develop, which is Ida, which becomes his like close friend eventually. And Ida congratulates him when they get to school. But before we even get to there, let's talk about how Midoriya was feeling that night when he figured out that most likely case scenario, he's not getting accepted into Hero Academy, Academy, or Academia, if you will.
Or Academia, whatever you want to
Uh,
call
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we don't judge here. I like calling
Yeah.
it Academia because that just sounds better, honestly.
I don't really care. School,
Oh.
academy, whatever.
it. It's a school
place.
that you learn, okay?
It's a proper noun. It's a noun. It's a noun.
Oh, dude.
So, not only like, and then what happens is he gets a little telegram in the mail from where's it from?
All Might. And
From the school, and All Might is on the picture, as on the hologram. He gets a hollow mail, pretty much. It's weird, and it's to tell him that, man, you did terrible in that exam. You got no points for destroying those robots like everybody else.
just crushing that nigga's hopes and dreams again.
And oh, and the reason I came to this place in the first place was, you know, I was going to be a teacher at this school. So, surprise, I'm one of your teachers and your mentor and the person giving you a quirk all in one sitting. Great, right? I have to wrap it up. Oh, okay. So, what I want to tell you is you really made an impression on that girl to the point where she tried to give you some of her points.
You
He's like,
come
"Wait, what?"
to me.
Yeah, she tried to give you some of her points. I know you're questioning it yourself. We were also quite surprised. But we can't do that. We cannot transfer credits or points between either of you, even if you save each other.
But that's not even needed.
That
That's the best part.
that being said, you've been accepted into the academy. Wait, what?
That was my reaction to exactly when he said A. I was like, what? How?
Because apparently there was a third thing they were testing points off of. Quirk ability, how the amount of robots destroyed, and hero points. Hero points being the most major factor whether you're
RT.
quirkless or not, is if you're willing to put yourself in